Hello viewers, this is Cynthia Michael from Screen View, bringing you a new podcast from my segment called Black Lightning Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to breathe so hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will attain to adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will attain to adult language. Now, if you're over 18, that means you're good to watch this. That means you're good to watch this. That means you're good to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, once again, I'll say it again because of the new YouTube guidelines. If you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will attain to adult language. Now, if you're over 18, that means you're good to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with that out the way, let's get into the latest episode of Black Lightning. So basically, the episode starts off. We see Jefferson, Anissa, and Lynn at Kayvon's funeral. And in the previous episode, Kayvon died from painkillers, painkillers, poison, toxin. So basically, in the previous episode, Kayvon, who is one of the Jefferson students at Garfield High, and also Jennifer's classmate, died from painkillers to toxic poison, and poison in the last week's episode. So basically, Jefferson. All the peers except for Jennifer was at Kayvon's funeral. So basically, Jefferson was still bruised up after getting beat up by the ASA soldiers, and trying to stop them to hurt the kids. So Jefferson was still his face was kind of bruised up and whatnot after taking a beat down from the ASA soldiers. After he tried to stop the ASA soldiers from hurting the students after the kids heard about Kayvon died by the ASA and whatnot. So anyway, basically Lynn was in her own way to piss off Jefferson. She was glad that you did anything after Kayvon died. So basically, Jefferson and Nissa was not happy that Lynn said that, and this made Jefferson and Nissa more pissed off because Jefferson and Nissa felt bad, if they would have kept Kayvon safe in South Freeman, Kayvon would still be alive. So basically, Nissa and Jefferson was feeling bad over that they're the ones who got Kayvon killed when Nissa was bringing Kayvon back to South Freeman. Jefferson asked Nissa to bring Kayvon back to Freeman after his parents had proof that he's not a metahuman, and this was against it, but she did anyway, even though she was against it, and Kayvon got killed because got killed over their decision. So anyway, the report. So basically, Jefferson took his anger after the funeral. Jefferson beat a couple of ASA soldiers and whatnot, and let everybody know that Black Lightning's back in Freeman. So basically, Jefferson later that night, took out a couple of ASA soldiers and let everybody in Freeman know that let everybody in Freeman know that Black Lightning is back and whatnot. So basically, when later the next morning, Lynn was not happy that Jefferson did did the things he did last night to the ASA. So basically, him and Lynn are so basically like like Lane was like, Linda was telling Jefferson, you made a deal with Odell, and Odell, so basically Odell can, Lynn was worried that, if Jefferson, pissed off Odell, that means Odell will have to put, lock up his daughters in the metahuman camp that the ASA made in Freeman and whatnot. So basically, Jefferson at this point, Lynn and Jefferson were having a disagreement about that, but and Lynn went to work to the ASA and tried to figure out how and try to get more of Tobias's bone marrow to make a serum to stable all the metahumans in Freeman. So basically, blah blah blah. So anyway, meanwhile at Jamie's secret bunker, at Jamie's bunker. At Jamie's headquarters, Anisha was still affected by painkillers poison. So basically, Anisha still had some of painkillers poison. So in her system. So basically, she went to Jamie to see if he could do something about it. And Jamie said that this poison is 10 times powerful. So basically, I dealt with this poison before, but I need some time to come up with an antivenom to get rid of this poison. But this poison is circular. You probably won't last. It will last one. This poison is killing you softly or your cells. So basically, painkillers, whatever the ASA done to painkillers, poison is 10 times deadlier than before. So basically, Nissa doesn't have much time left. So basically, Gammy told Nissa that you need, I'm gonna tell your parents, I'm gonna tell your family about this, about you being poisoned. But Nissa is like, give me 24 hours. So basically, Nissa was like, told Gary, like, give me 24 hours. So basically, like, give me 24 hours. So basically, if he doesn't come up with, so basically, Mr. wanted Gammy to give her 24 hours to tell her parents. It's not, Gammy's gonna tell him. But also that Gammy also said that, Mr. was hoping in the 24 hours that Gammy will work up a antidote for painkillers and poison. So basically, and Gammy agreed to hold off telling Alyssa's family until he figured a way to make a antidote to painkillers and poison that's killing her very fast and deadly. So meanwhile, Henderson, Police Chief Henderson and the rebels, along with Point and Two Bitch, were trying to let the world know about what's going on in Freeman. So basically, it turns out that the reporter that the rebels had telling people in Freeman that what the ASA was doing got killed by the ASA. So the reporter that was helping the rebels talk about all the bad things that the ASA is doing in Freeman was killed by the ASA. So basically, they needed a new reporter to help them get their message throughout Freeman and to the outside world. So basically, Henderson turned to the reporter chick, I forgot her name, that Alessa slept with. So basically, Henderson texted tested how far she wanted to go to help the people of Freeman, help the people of Freeman to show what the ASA is doing in Freeman, all the bad things that the ASA is doing in Freeman. So basically, the reporter that just slept with passed with flying colors. So basically, what the help of the rebels, they meant with the help of the reporter, they managed to get the message out. Managed to get the message out that that the ASA is doing bad things in Freeman. Meanwhile, Jefferson went to go see Nanessa, who is badly poisoned. They had a heart-to-heart about Kamon's death. So basically, Nanessa and Jefferson were going back and forth. It's not your fault, it's my fault. Back and forth and whatnot. So basically, and it's a kind of blame Jefferson for, in the own way, and it's a blame Jefferson for telling her to bring Kayvon back into Freeman. If he would have stayed inside Freeman, he would still be alive, and they kind of had fallen out after that conversation. And then it's passed out on the floor after Jefferson left, and Grace found her because of the poison, because of painkillers, new poison. So basically, Grace found Anissa passed out on the floor. It's like, and Grace is like, what the hell is wrong with you? So basically, Anissa didn't tell Grace about the poison. So basically, she said, I had something wrong with me, but Gary's working on something to make me feel better. So basically, that's how much, and that's just told Grace about her situation. So anyway, while that was going on, we see Jennifer breaking into the part of the new Brandon's apartment, the new kid at Garfield High. So basically, Jennifer broke into Brandon's apartment where and found that he was doing some spying on his mom. So basically, that turns out that Brandon's new kid with the power, who has medicine powers, was spying on Jennifer's mom. So basically, Jennifer accessed Brandon's computer and found all the pictures of her mom on it. So basically, Brandon came in. It's like we're trying. So basically, Jennifer was like Jennifer started to attack start to attack Brandon, and so basically Jennifer used to start to attack Brandon with her powers, and all of a sudden Brandon start to use so basically Brandon used his powers to counterattack Jennifer's powers. So basically, turns out that Brandon has the ability to control Earth. So basically, he had these co-ops inside his apartment that he used to counter Jennifer's electric powers and whatnot. So basically, the new kid Brandon has the medicine powers. Is he controls Earth, and he's full of Earth, and therefore that's the reason why he can absorb. That's the reason why he can absorb Jennifer's power. It's called, his power is Earth, and Jennifer's power is electricity. So Earth is a good insulator for electricity and shit like that. So anyway, Bernie said the reason why he spied on Jennifer's mom because that he's looking for Dr. Jantz, because Dr. Jantz kills his mother, and he wants revenge on. So basically, it turned out that Dr. Jantz killed Brandon's mother, and that's the reason why Brandon is in Freeman, because that Dr. Jantz has been spotted with Dr. because Lynn was spotted with Dr. Jantz. So basically, Brandon is the reason why Brandon came to Freeman in the first place is to find Dr. Jantz and kill her for killing his mother. So basically, like, and Jennifer's like, all right then, fine, long as you leave my mother out of this, and Bernie swear promise Jennifer that I'll leave your mother out of my business, out of my business to find Dr. Jenks and whatnot. So anyway, later that night, we see the metahuman who took Dr. Jenks in the second season of Black Lightning with the teleportation powers, help Yuri sneak into South Freeman by taking it as a band and whatnot. So basically, the metahuman with the teleportation powers that kidnapped Dr. Jenks, that the Marconian government hires to kidnap Dr. Jenks, how Colonel Yuri sneak into South Freeman and tried to get some information from the ASA's to get information from the ASA's main headquarters and shit like that. One of the ASA's main main headquarters and Freeman. So basically, it seems like everything was going to plan until it seemed like everything was going to plan. So meanwhile, while that was going on, Odell made a visit to Jefferson, and and Odell said that I warned you not to don't cross me. So basically, Odell's was warning Jefferson, you don't want me for an enemy, and Jefferson's like, the same here. You don't want me as the enemy as well. So basically, Jefferson and Odell was was warning each other, you don't want. So basically, Odell told Jefferson, you don't want me as an enemy, and Jefferson told Odell, you don't want me as an enemy too. So basically, Odell gave Jefferson and one final warning that if you fuck again, I'm coming to your black ass. So basically, and Jefferson said that I'll be here waiting for you. I'll be here waiting for you in your goons. Meanwhile, at the main ASA's vicinity, Lynn was still talking to Tobias. We're still trying to get more bone matter from Tobias to make a serum to stabilize all the metahumans and Freeman and whatnot. And Tobias is like, you can't trust Odell. Yes, I may be a bad guy, but Odell is worse. So basically, but Linda was not trying to hear Tobias Max. It's like, Odell is shady as hell. He's more shady than me. So basically, he did. I felt sorry for that boy Egypt that had the truth-telling powers. So basically, he told in his own way, he told Lynn that Odell killed Usopp, the metahuman with the truth-telling powers that Lynn tried to help. So basically, and that's when Lynn started to believe that Tobias is right. So after Tobias told Lynn that Odell killed Usopp, and she started to realize that Tobias is right, might be right about Odell being more evil. I'm sorry. I stuttered. Sorry about that. So basically, after Tobias told Lynn that Odell killed Usopp, she started to believe that Tobias is right about Odell, and she decided to help Tobias out to try to escape and shit like that. So anyway. So anyway, things. So basically, Gary. So basically, Gary came up with a anti-villain that he. So basically, Gary figured out that this new villain actually came from Painkiller, aka. So basically, Gambit finally realized that this poison that is killing Mister, it actually came from Painkiller. So basically, at the last moment, Gambit managed to come up with the cure for the villain and save Mrs. Life. So basically, Gambit realized that this new villain it must have came from Painkiller somehow. So basically, he meant to come up with a cure for the villain and save Mrs. Life. So basically, that's when. So basically, that's when Gammy went to the cemetery and see that Painkiller, and went to Painkiller's grave to see that he's buried to see that is he not buried in his grave. It turns out he's not buried. And Jamie discovered that Painkiller is not buried in his grave. So basically, Jamie is confirmed that Painkiller is still alive, and the AHA brought him back to life somehow. So anyway. So anyway, what else? So basically, anyway, at one of the ASA, a few minutes later, at one of the ASA's main bases, General Yuri and the teleport metahuman managed to sneak into one of the main ASA's, bases and try to hack the ASA's computer network, but they failed. And that's where Odell laid a trap for them. So basically, Odell realized that the had sensors over their main at their bases in Freeman. So basically, Odell laid a trap for Yuri and the teleport metahuman. So basically they got into a shootout with Jennifer Yuri of the Mark Cloning Forces and the teleport metahuman that you hired to sneak him into Freeman. So basically, Jefferson was nearby and heard the gunshot. So anyway, about time Jefferson got there, all Odell's men were killed, and Odell was shot badly in the gut. So basically, Yuri and the teleport metahuman managed to take out all Odell's men and shot Odell. So anyway, so basically, Jennifer, Colonel Yuri was about to finish Odell until Jefferson showed up and save Odell from Colonel Yuri for killing Odell, and that's when the metahuman with the teleportation powers, got Colonel Yuri out of Freeman after trying to kill Odell. So basically, like Jefferson, seemed like Odell was shot very badly and passed out from his bullet wound. So basically, I don't know if the way the episode, so basically, it seems like Odell may be dead, maybe died from his bullet wound, or maybe he passed out from his bullet wound. So basically, the episode was not clear about Odell dying from his dying for his good for his bullet wound, or he might have passed out from his bullet wound. So basically, Odell is at this point. I believe that Odell is either dead from his bullet wound, or he may be passed out from his bullet wound. So basically, we just have to wait to the next episode to see which is which. So anyway, back at the outskirts of Freeland, we see Colonel Yuri and Dr. Jantz, after having a conversation with the metahuman that helps them sneak into Freeland. So basically, the metahuman teleportation power is like, I did what I had to do. So basically, you need to pay me. So basically, Colonel Yuri paid the metahuman the teleportation powers his money, and the metahuman with the teleportation powers left after getting paid. So anyway, even though Yuri was not able to Yuri was not able to get into the ASA's computers. He realized that all the metahumans that are left in Freeman are not dying from Dr. Jen's virus. So basically, that needs that Dr. Jen figure out how to kill her virus, and she also must be figure out and also according to Colonel Hughes' information while he's in Freeman now, all the metahumans inside Freeman are not dying from Dr. Jen's virus. So basically, Jen figured that that Dr. Lin must have killed my virus, and also it's also one step away to stabilize metahumans and their metahuman genes. So basically, Colonel Yu said once Dr. Lin, figured out how to stabilize metahuman genes and their powers, they're going to take that information from themselves. That way, they can use that information to stabilize their own metahuman army. So basically, this is how the episode ended with with Dr. Jantz and Colonel Yuri. It was like, while waiting for Dr. Jantz to come up with the cure to stabilize metahumans, that way they can use that information to stabilize the Mark Conan's metahuman army, and that way they can take over the world and shit. So basically, this is how the episode ended. So anyway, this episode of Black Lightning was pretty good. This was a pretty good episode. A lot of drama was going on, but this is a pretty good, this was a pretty good episode of Black Lightning. So basically, what do you guys think about this episode? Was it good? Was it bad? Or was it just okay? Please let me know in the comments below this podcast. So anyway, like always, this is Cynthia Michael from Screen Reviews signing off. 1,